PWC True Crime, The Yorkshire Ripper. Chapter 1, The Killer. Police couldn't catch. Imagine sitting across from a serial killer. Imagine asking him questions. Imagine looking him in the eyes, and then letting him walk away. Not once, not twice, 9 times. That sounds impossible. But that's exactly what happened during one of the biggest murder investigations in British history, a case that terrified Yorkshire, a case that left families devastated, a case that exposed shocking failures in British policing. This is the story of Peter Sutcliffe, the man the world would come to know as the Yorkshire Ripper. But before he became Britain's most hunted man, he was just another face in the crowd, a lorry driver, a husband, a neighbor, someone people passed every day without a second glance. Nobody knew the darkness that was hiding behind the smile. Nobody knew that a predator was already stalking the streets of Yorkshire. And nobody knew that over the next 5 years, fear would grip an entire region. On the night of October 30th, 1975, a young mother named Wilma McCann was walking through Leeds. She never made it home. The attack was brutal, violent, merciless. Her body was discovered on a playing field. She was only 28 years old. She had 4 children who would grow up without their mother. For her family, life would never be the same again. But tragically, Wilma would not be the last. As months passed, more women were attacked. Emily Jackson, Irene Richardson, Patricia Atkinson, and others. Each attack left communities terrified. Women began changing their routines. Parents worried whenever loved ones went out alone. People started checking behind them while walking home at night. Fear had arrived in Yorkshire, and it wasn't leaving. Then came a murder that changed everything. A 16-year-old shop assistant named Jane McDonald. Unlike many of the previous victims, Jane wasn't a sex worker. She was simply a teenager returning home. Her murder shocked the nation, but it also exposed something ugly. Because until Jane's death, many newspapers and even some investigators had treated earlier victims differently, as if their lives somehow mattered less. The public were furious. Every victim mattered. Every family suffered. Every life lost was a tragedy, and now Britain was demanding answers. By 1977, police finally accepted a terrifying reality. A serial killer was operating in Yorkshire. West Yorkshire Police launched one of the largest investigations Britain had ever seen. Thousands of statements, thousands of leads, thousands of suspects. Detectives worked around the clock. Officers chased every clue. The pressure was enormous because while police searched, the killer kept hunting. And what detectives didn't realize was that they were about to uncover a clue that could have stopped the murders years earlier. A clue connected directly to the killer himself. A clue that would become one of the biggest missed opportunities in criminal history. And that's where our story takes a shocking turn. To be continued.